Hello everyone, myself Prashant Tyagi, legal intern from team Lexus and Company. I hope you all guys are safe and healthy. I hope you like my previous video. Please like, share, comment on my videos and subscribe our channel Lex Click for getting latest updates. Today in this video, I am going to discuss the topic family laws in India. In this video, I am going to discuss the important points related to this topic family laws in India. This topic contains so many points, so I have to make two videos, that is this video is part 1 and another video part 2. So in this video I am going to discuss and I am to cover the part 1 of this video. So let's start our video. The people of India belong to different religions and faiths. They are governed by different sets of personal laws in respect of matters relating to family affairs, that is marriage, divorce and succession. Personal laws are related to every community to their individual faiths. Now we discuss what is the meaning of personal law. The people of India belong to different religions and faiths. They are governed by different sets of personal laws in respect of their matters relating to family affairs like marriage, divorce, succession, maintenance, adoption, etc. What is marriage? Law relating to marriage and of divorce has been codified in different enactments applicable to different peoples of different religions. There are many acts that are embedded in the family law topic. The first, the Converts Marriage Dissolution Act 1866, the Indian Divorce Act 1869, the Indian Christian Marriage Act 1872, the Kajis Act 1880, the Anand Marriage Act 1909, the Indian Succession Act 1925, the Child Marriage Restraint Act 1929, the Parsi Marriage and Divorce Act 1936, the Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act 1939, the Special Marriage Act 1954, the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, the Foreign Marriage Act 1969, and the final, the Muslim Women Protection of Rights and Divorce Act 1986. Now we understand what is these acts contains and what these acts means. The Special Marriage Act 1954 extend to the whole of India, include state of Jammu Kashmir, but also apply to the citizens of India domiciled in Jammu and Kashmir. Person governed by this act or can specially register marriage under the said act even though they are of different religious faiths. This act also provides that the marriage celebrated under any other form can also be registered under the Special Marriage Act if it is satisfy the requirement of the act. The section 4 subsection B subsection 3 of the act was amended to omit the word epilepsy. Section 36 and 38 have been amended to provide an application for alimony, pendant light or the maintenance and education of minor child be disposed of within 60 days from the date of service of notice on the respondent. An attempt has been made to codify customary law which is prevalent among Hindus by enacting the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. The Hindu Marriage Act 1955, which extends to the whole of India, includes state of Jammu Kashmir and applies to all Hindus domiciled in the territories of the which the act extends and those who are outside the said territories. It applies to Hindus in any of its forms of development and also to Buddhists, Sikhs, Jains and also those who are not Muslims. However, the act does not apply to members of any special tribes unless the central government by notification in the official gazette otherwise directs. Provisions in this regard divorce are contained in section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 and section 27 of the Special Marriage Act. Common ground on which divorce can be sought by a husband or a wife under these acts fall under these broad heads: adultery, desertion, cruelty, unsoundness of mind, venereal disease, leprosy, mutual consent, and not heard of alive for 7 years. As regard the Christian community, provisions relating to marriage and divorce are contained in the Indian Christians Marriage Act 1872 and in section 10 of the Indian Divorce Act 1869 respectively. Under that section, the husband can seek divorce on the grounds of adultery on the part of his wife, and the wife can seek divorce on the ground that the husband converted to another religion and has gone through marriage with another woman or has been guilty of any of the bigamy with adultery, incestuous adultery, marriage with other women with adultery, rape, sodomy, bestiality, adultery coupled with such cruelty as without adultery, adultery coupled with desertion without reasonable excuse for 2 years or more. Now, the Indian Divorce Act 1869 comprehensive amendments were made through the Indian Divorce Amendment Act 2001 to remove discriminatory provisions against women in the matter of divorce. Further, Section 36 and 41 of the Act were amended by the Marriage Laws Amendment Act 2001 to provide that an application for alimony, pendelete, or the maintenance and the education of minor child be disposed of within 16 days from the date of service of the notice on the respondent. As regard Muslim marriages are governed by Muhammadiyya law prevalent in the country. As regard divorce like talaq, Muslim wife has a much restricted right to dissolve her marriage. Unwritten and traditional law try to ameliorate her position by permitting her to seek dissolution under the following forms. Now, what are the forms of divorce that are provided to a Muslim woman in the Muhammadiyya law and the other traditional laws, like talaq-e-tafweed? This is the form of delegated divorce. According to this, the husband delegates his right of divorce in a marriage contract, which may stipulate inter alia on his taking another wife. The first wife has a right to divorce him. Second, khula. This is a dissolution of agreement between the parties to marriage on the wives, giving some consideration to the husband of a release from her marriage ties. Terms are a matter of bargain and usually take the form of wife giving up her meher or a portion of it. Mubarat. This is divorce by mutual consent. Further, by the dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act 1939, a Muslim wife has been given the right to dissolve her marriage on these grounds. Whereabouts of a husband has been not known for a period of 4 years. Husband is not maintaining her for a period of 2 years. Imprisonment of husband for a period of 7 years. Failure on the part of husband to perform his marital obligation without a reasonable cause for a period of 3 years. Impotency of husband. 2-year-long insanity. Suffering from leprosy or venereal disease. Marriage took place before he attained the age of 15 years and not consummated. And the finally, cruelty. Now, the Parsi Marriage Act and Divorce Act 1936 governs the matrimonial relations of Parsis. The word Parsi is defined in the Act as a Parsi Zoroastrian. The Zoroastrian is a person who professes the Zoroastrian religion. It has a racial significance. Every marriage as well as divorce under this Act is required to be registered in the accordance with the procedure prescribed in this Act. However, failure to fulfill requirements on the behalf does not make marriage invalid. The Act provides only for monogamy. By the Parsi Marriage and Divorce Amendment Act 1988, the scope of certain provisions of the Parsi Marriage and Divorce Act have been enlarged so as to bring them in line with the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Recently, Section 39 and 49 of the Parsi Marriage Act Divorce Act 1936 was amended by the Marriage Laws Amendment Act 2001 to provide that an application for alimony, prudent light, or the maintenance education of minor children can be disposed of within 16 days from the date of service of notice on the wife or the husband as the case may be. As for the matrimonial laws of Jews, there is no codified law in India. Even today, they are governed by their religious laws. Jews are not regard marriage as a civil contract but a relation between two persons involving very sacred duties. Marriage can be dissolved through courts on the ground of adultery or cruelty. Marriage are monogamous. In this video, this is sufficient for this video, and this contains the part 1. All other remaining points of the this topic, family laws in India, like child marriage, adoption, maintenance, succession, are discussed in the another part of this video of this topic, family laws in India. So for today it is all. Please like, share, comment on my video and subscribe our channel. Let's click for getting latest update. Stay safe, stay tuned, have a nice day.